Good morning, everyone. I'm Teresa Campo with the City of Monroe. I'm the Community Development Manager. We are so blessed to have you here with us today. We're so excited about it. There will not be any council action. However, we do have a quorum here today, and but I would like to recognize this table with our council members, and we have the Mayor Pro Tem, Council Member Anthony, and then Council Member McGee, who is at the next table. There's one place here, so welcome that. Again, we're so grateful that you're here. I would like to encourage you to go ahead and get seconds. You're welcome to get up and get more food, whatever you need to do, get drink as we go along. And we're hoping that this will be interactive and it'll be a way for you to get some information as a follow-up to our event that we had last year that some of you attended, but we're just glad to have you here today. To start things, I'd like to introduce Ron Mahle, the existing industry manager with Monroe-Union County Economic Development Commission, to talk about some of our history and objectives. Am I talking too fast?
You're fine.
All right. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Teresa, and thank you everyone in the room for being here this morning, especially our manufacturers. My goal this morning is to provide a little history of the Good Jobs, Great Cities initiative and describe its main objective. In March of 2023, City Manager Mark Watson and former Mayor Marion Holloway were attending a National League of Cities conference in Washington, D.C., where they learned of a unique workforce development initiative being jointly sponsored by the U.S. Department of Labor and the National League of Cities. Realizing that the City of Monroe would be a great fit for the criteria of the program, Mark Watson immediately engaged key staff at the city to prepare and submit an application. Over 250 cities across the country applied. Only 16 were chosen, and Monroe was one of those 16. So we're very proud of that. And we're in good company. Other participating communities across the country include San Antonio, Texas, St. Louis, Missouri, Tacoma, Washington, and other cities that are near the size of Monroe, like Frederick, Maryland, and Jamestown, New York. The main goal of Good Jobs, Great Cities is to connect job seekers with the career opportunities at local manufacturing firms. Again, connect the job seekers with the career opportunities that exist here at our manufacturing firms. A particular focus is put on helping individuals from historically underserved and underrepresented communities. The cohort driving this initiative here locally includes the City of Monroe, South Piedmont Community College, the Centralina Workforce Development Board, and the Monroe-Union County Economic Development Commission. Last October, the city convened a two-day mayor's symposium where over 80 leaders in government, nonprofit, and manufacturing sectors identified hiring barriers common to job seekers. Many of you here in the room today participated in that symposium. We also had the pleasure of hosting guests from the National League of Cities and the U.S. Department of Labor over those 2 days. We took advantage of having them in town and arranged tours of two of our premier manufacturers. Greiner Bio One presented their highly successful apprenticeship program, and Charlotte Pipe shared their strategy of continual workforce training and upskilling that has resulted in their incredibly high employee retention rate. A special thank you to those two companies for hosting. When we examined the input from the October symposium, we identified common barriers to employment such as, and these are no surprises, childcare, transportation, criminal background, the benefit cliff, and failing a drug test. Again, no surprises. Another obvious reality was the fact that too many of the resource providers in Union County, through no fault of their own, operate in their own silos. Job seekers and employers too often have to reach out to multiple resource providers to find assistance. The MonroeWorks.org is this initiative's answer to the need for a single clearinghouse of resources that connects Monroe's job seekers with the employment opportunities at you all, the precision manufacturers. Therefore, at this time, our next speakers will share more details about MonroeWorks.org and other aspects of the Good Jobs, Great Cities initiative. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Chris Rivera, Vice President of Business and Workforce Solutions at South Piedmont Community College. Chris?
All right, good morning. All right, now half awake, but we'll take it. Good morning again. All right, it's a little bit better. I'll work with it. As Ron mentioned, my name is Chris Rivera, and I serve as the Vice President of Business and Workforce Solutions at South Piedmont Community College. What I'd like to really address is kind of the value of partnership and the work that this great initiative is doing here in Union County, specifically targeting Monroe residents. Unfortunately, he is not here, as mentioned, but it's really, I'd like to really express a thank you to Manager Watson and former Mayor Holloway for really dream-childing this opportunity and doing the hard work in collaboration with those that are represented on the cohort to bring this opportunity to our community. When I think about partnership, and those that are primarily involved in it, it reminds me of the interconnectivity of everything that it takes to move a community forward. It's very hard to propel something forward if you don't have a municipal body, those that are elected to represent the people, to coordinate something like this, and then certainly an invaluable staff that the city has to kind of lead that cohort. And corral us all and put the pieces together to make sure that everything is moving in a linear forward motion. Education is very important to us at South Piedmont Community College. We do believe that everyone should have access to good paying jobs and certainly the trainings that are needed in order to get them to there. We can train as many people as we want to train, but if we don't have the relationships with the business and industry partners, there's going to be very little that we can do to get them connected to them. So those that are here and committed to creating those opportunities, we do thank you and look forward to partnering closely with you. When we consider the Good Jobs, Great City initiative, our commitment as an institution is to continue to identify those well-paying jobs in our community and then to make sure that we're creating navigable and accessible training that individuals can access to get the skills needed in a very short amount of time. Whereas a community college can get an individual all the way up to a 2-year degree, we do believe that there is opportunity for us to enhance short-term workforce training where I like that, Mayor Pro Tem. Okay, daughter approved, stamped. Man, that totally took me out of my thought. To create more access to short-term workforce training programs where individuals can get those skills in less than the 2 years, ideally in the 4 to 6 months, and then get connected to those jobs. But whereas we see that opportunity to create those short-term workforce training opportunities, we do see the value in creating these stackable credential opportunities where individuals can continue to work towards a 2 and or 4 year or advanced degree beyond. So that remains our commitment to working with the cohort members to make sure that not only are we identifying those individuals who stand the opportunity to get the training and get into those good paying jobs, but to create that continuum beyond. One of the most meaningful ways that we do see that we can continue to create opportunities for individuals to get into these good paying jobs are via our apprenticeship programs. And at the college, we try to reduce the administrative burden for employers who are interested in creating registered apprenticeship opportunities by taking on that at the college and having a college-sponsored apprenticeship program. We've been very, very fortunate to run a number of apprenticeship programs across multiple occupations. We're expanding the number of industries, but with Union County and certainly in the city of Monroe being such a manufacturing-rich community, we see the opportunity to continue to build and expand on those apprenticeship opportunities, specifically in the industrial trade area. We do have, in partnership with the Good Jobs, Great City initiative, an upcoming event in which the Department of Labor has commissioned its first annual Youth Apprenticeship Week. And this will be a week-long event exposing individuals that are in the K-12 system or in grades K through 12th grade, whether in the public schools or private schools, to expose them to the value and opportunities of apprenticeships. there's a couple of really good things about apprenticeships in that when we think about, and I know I was going to go into the youth space, but let me go into that adult space. We have a tremendous number of individuals in our community that are either unemployed or underemployed. And when you really think about the cost of living and what it takes to sustain a household, individuals are having to make upwards of, I don't know, a family of four, if you consider that, probably need to be in the six-figure range, given rents and everything else that goes into feeding family, childcare, if you have kids in that range. So having to make a decision between working and or furthering your education to get into those good-paying jobs becomes a bit of a challenging proposition for them. The value of apprenticeships is that that individual does not have to make that choice. They are given an opportunity to get into a job that's paying really good while also going to school, traditionally at no cost to them. So they're coming out with the skills, progressing in that employment or in that job, making better wages, and then again, not having to make that decision, well, I have to quit this job because I have this class that I have to go to, or I can't go, attend this here because I have that commitment there. So apprenticeships are a really great opportunity for individuals to be able to progress and access good paying jobs. We do a really good job at that in the K-12 system. We've long partnered with Union County Public Schools to get out. I told Chris Wallace, where I can't find you very quickly, sir, there he is, that I was going to pull him up here to offer remarks, but I'm not going to do that, sir. But I do want to say to him and every other employer that is part of the Chamber's Workforce Development Committee who gets into the school system to talk about industry, certainly those that are getting out nearing the summer to talk about apprenticeship opportunities. Thank you for your commitment to exposing our young adults to that. In the month of May, though, as I was getting to 5 minutes ago, the Department of Labor has commissioned a Youth Apprenticeship Week in which we will be partnering with the City of Monroe as a part of the Good Jobs, Great City initiative to host 4 targeted events throughout the community to raise awareness for young adults and their parents for apprenticeship opportunities. On May 6th, we'll be partnering with the private schools and homeschools, whereas we do a really good job getting into the K-12 system with Union County Public Schools. We've not historically done a great job at exposing individuals that make a choice to educate their students at home or their kids at home. So we'll be hosting a number of events at the Tyson Center around the corner for individuals that are in that space to come learn about opportunities and how to get connected with that. On the 7th, we'll be partnering with Garner Bio 1 and Union County Public Schools to host events at Greiner, as well as Tyson Family Center for Technology, on how students in the K-12 system can get connected to apprenticeship opportunities. On Wednesday, May 8th, we'll be partnering with the City of Monroe and Rehoboth Church, and it will be the first time that we've done some, at least on the business and workforce solutions side, do some community-based programming in which we'll be at Chute Recreation Center over in East Greensboro to meet with individuals in that community, which is right in that Monroe High School area, to talk about how they too can access opportunities to those apprenticeship programs. And then we'll wrap up on that Thursday actually in Anson County, because we do service the Waysboro area as well, working with the Anson County Public Schools. Again, this is really important, not only that we continue to develop a workforce to meet your needs as employers. Where are my employers in the room? Good, a good 50% plus. It's important for us to continue to create that exposure for our young adults to meet your needs, but we do have a responsibility to those individuals in our community, particularly those that are in those underpaying or low-paying jobs, to be able to get them training to get out into your workforce as well. So I'll close by saying that we're excited to continue to build on the opportunities that have been presented through this initiative, and certainly we'll continue to work closely with the City of Monroe, Economic Development, and our partners over at MonroeWorks and Centralina Workforce Development Board. As we continue to grow this particular initiative, we're committed to hearing what it is that you've all said that you need, and at the college, we'll continue to develop those trainings to make sure that we're meeting that. So with that, I would like to invite Mayor Pro Tem Dotson up to unveil some really exciting work that the city's been doing on the MonroeWorks website. Mayor.
For those of you who don't know me, My name is David Dotson. I'm the Mayor Pro Tem, and most of you probably do because I didn't turn my phone down and you heard it interrupt a very good speaker. My job is to introduce you to our MonroeWorks initiative, which was created through the Good Jobs, Great Cities program. MonroeWorks is an initiative by the City of Monroe to connect Monroe's job seekers with our manufacturers and with resources information. I would like to introduce a video.
My perception of manufacturing was always a dirty environment, really breaking your back, long hours, not good pay. Being an apprentice and in manufacturing allowed me to see that there are great careers in manufacturing that not a lot of people know about.
Monroe, North Carolina is the hub in North Carolina for all manufacturing. And we have a lot of manufacturers moving here, starting businesses. And what we want to do with Good Jobs, Great Cities is connect them to our people so that they can have a better opportunity here.
MonroeWorks is an initiative by the City of Monroe to connect Monroe's job seekers and manufacturers with resources and information. Our goal is to bring our residents, employers, and community partners to the same table to unlock the full potential of our workforce and our manufacturing sector.
The MonroeWorks program excites me because in this area we all have the same issues when we're hiring new employees. This provides collaboration so that we can all reach the solution together.
This is a really big deal for our city because we're one of 16 cities that have been selected for this program where we can focus on the efforts of our people and offer up the greatest asset of our city, which is our people, our citizens here.
When a Monroe resident goes to MonroeWorks.org, they'll find helpful information about education and training programs, as well as connections to career centers and service agencies that will help advance their careers. When a manufacturing company hires a local resident through MonroeWorks, the company gets access to partnerships and resources that otherwise wouldn't be available in the open job market.
It's important to look for local talent because I believe those folks stay loyal. They come in, they're excited about something being right here. This type of company, an international company that's making blood collection tubes, that's helping save lives, I think it gives them a sense of pride and community.
There's something called minimum wage that we all are aware of, but there's also something called livable wage. And livable wage is what our focus is here at Good Jobs, Great Cities, so that our people can have a job that they can be proud of and support a family, own a home, and also grow in this community and contribute back to it.
MonroeWorks is here to create opportunities for our employers and our residents to connect with each other. Please visit MonroeWorks.org to learn more about this initiative or to participate. I want to leave you with a couple of things. First, we're not creating a job listing site. That's not what this is. What we're trying to create is a clearinghouse where our citizens can go and they can get information on how to create a lifelong career at your business. We want lifelong residents in Monroe. We don't want people who are just here for a few months. We want them to work for you. We want them to thrive here in Monroe. That's what we're trying to do. That's what I was trying to get through to you. This is just the beginning of what I hope everyone in this room and what we as newly elected officials and returning officials can do for our citizens. This is important for not just the city, it's important for our citizens. What you're doing helps drive Monroe forward. That's what I was hoping to tell you, and I hope that that was what comes across. Now I'd like to welcome our mayor, Mr. Robert Burns, who's going to help you understand what we're wanting to do to move MonroeWorks forward. Thank you.
Right. Good morning. All right. Good job, David. I was hoping for some type of intro music, though. Teresa didn't catch my cue. So sorry about that. Hoping to walk in like the Hulk Hogan or something like that. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Teresa, Bradley, Chris, Ron, Marion's here as well. So many others who have worked tirelessly to make this event a reality. Good Jobs, Great Cities would not be where it is today without their dedication, hard work, and unwavering love for Monroe. I am thrilled and I am deeply honored to be here. Breakfast has always been my favorite meal, so it's only fitting that we gather together around this opportunity here to discuss, and on behalf of our entire city council, to discuss our great city, the city that we love so much. So I extend a warm welcome to everyone here this morning, and your presence means the world to us. You know, in these turbulent times where global and national news often fill us with frustration and worry, the city of Monroe stands as a beacon of hope and progress. What we are accomplishing here is truly remarkable, and it serves as a shining example of what can be achieved through collaboration and dedication. Our city has invested an unprecedented amount of time and effort in fostering a community of professionals who can take businesses to the next level. Through innovative apprenticeship programs, we are connecting employers with qualified individuals, ensuring our businesses have the skilled workforce they need to succeed. This is not merely about filling positions, as you have heard. It is about identifying and nurturing talent, creating a sustainable and thriving economy. At the heart of this initiative is MonroeWorks.org, a website specifically designed to serve as a bridge between employers and employees. Our vision is to create a city where businesses thrive and grow. We believe that by providing this platform, we can make that vision a reality. We don't just want to give you a list of workers either, though. We want to connect you with qualified individuals who are perfect fit for your organization. How do we achieve this? We have established strong partnerships with the local schools, from middle school all the way to South Piedmont Community College, to develop apprenticeship programs that are tailored to meet the specific needs of businesses. This ensures that when you need workers, you have a vast pool of individuals who are skilled to choose from. Just the other day, I had the honor of visiting and touring Hamilton Drywall with Nathan Hamilton. His grandfather started the business many years ago. He's a third generation. And Nathan shared something that truly resonated with me. He said that of all of the locations that they have factories in, the Monroe location has the most dedicated and skilled workers. That's huge. This is not just a small compliment. It is a testament to the quality of our people. Monroe is not some small town. We are a city with a growing population and a diverse economy. The fact that Hamilton Drywall recognizes the value of our workforce, the fact that each of you who are here do as well, is a source of immense pride for me. Growing up in the Charlotte area and living in Monroe-Union County for the past 30 years, I have witnessed firsthand the exceptional character of our people. They are family-oriented, driven to make a difference, passionate about our community, and overflowing with Monroe pride. Our people deserve unwavering support and dedication from officials like our city council, influential figures like yourselves, and anyone who recognizes the full potential within our community. Monroe aims to be more than just a bedroom community, as you heard just a second ago too, where people reside but do not actively engage in their daily lives. The city strives for its residents to establish families, work and invest in their futures locally, creating a vibrant and self-sustaining community. As a father of 6, that's right, you heard me. I got 6 kids. And a fellow Monrovian, that's how you say that too, by the way. I instill in my children the values of integrity, work ethic, dedication, and character building. I teach them the importance of being team players, leaders, and even recognizing leadership qualities in others. They may be the best employees on the planet, in my mind, but it matters little if they don't have the opportunities to showcase their talents. In this community, there are many such individuals who simply need a chance to shine. It is our responsibility to provide them with the opportunity to show the world the true greatness of Monroe. As mayor, I personally vouch for our people. Today, we boldly stake our claim as the most prosperous, job-friendly city in North Carolina. It is a bold statement, but one that I make with absolute confidence. Numerous companies are pouring millions of dollars in investment into our city, and we can expect even more in the future. These investments are not only in equipment, but also in our people and in our culture. Recently, we just announced $1.5 billion coming into our city. The City of Monroe is open for business, and we are committed to providing the support and resources that businesses need to succeed. Nearly a year ago, Monroe had the honor of being chosen as a Good Jobs Great Cities municipality, along with 15 other remarkable cities. We are now part of an esteemed group that includes some of the most well-known cities in our entire country. Today, I'm thrilled to share that success of this initiative has gained even more recognition nationwide. It is truly satisfying to witness a plan come together, isn't it? The Good Jobs, Great Cities initiative is something that we can all rally behind and provides a unifying focus for our city's future. Our city council is actively involved in various aspects of this initiative, making it a primary focus of their efforts. We are currently developing programs that will be introduced to all segments of our population, including new charter, private, and homeschool programs in collaboration with SPCC. I have personally met with Principal Batchelor from Monroe High School and Dr. Farr from SPCC to discuss this implementation of these programs. It is heartwarming, to say the least, to see how our community has come together to support this endeavor. However, it's important to remember that this program is not solely for just young adults. We are working diligently to spread the word that MonroeWorks is available to underemployed adults who aspire to earn a sustainable wage in our city, that livable wage that we are talking about. This is the ultimate goal we are striving to achieve. There are undoubtedly many opportunities within your companies where you require seasoned adults to fill those positions. We are here to assist you. We seek your partnership in helping these individuals discover their value and purpose through hard work, empowering them to take care of themselves and their families. When individuals are able to contribute meaningfully to society, it instills a sense of pride, purpose, and fosters the growth of contributing citizens. Our commitment goes beyond mere words, though. We have individuals who are willing to go the extra mile for business owners and executives. Our belief in our future is so strong that we are willing to invest as a city and help build apprenticeship programs for students as young as 11 years old. When we say we care about the future of Monroe, we back it up here with tangible actions. We are here for you. We want you to be successful. If you are, our people are. And that is all we care about as a city council. Our legacy starts with you. As I conclude, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for making it here today. Your presence means a great deal to the city, and it is a testament to the value we place on our partnership. Looking ahead, we are excited about the potential for many more successful years of collaboration. May God bless all of you, and may God bless the City of Monroe. Thank you. Sure. Questions, answers?
I messed up because I moved the mic. I'm going to move it again. I want to thank all of our speakers. I also want to acknowledge that we have NC Works here, who is a partner, Pat Kell, who works with us with the chamber, and also with the Unison Connections that will work through that. One of the things that the Mayor Pro Tem was mentioning through this website is we've tried to cover all three branches in regards to working with our service providers, which we'll do through Unison Connection so we can bring everyone together in a stakeholder community way. Also with NC Works and the Centralina workforce, which I think David Hollers is also here, and in regards to giving the services to the employees. But one of the things that we really need is jobs. So that's why we want you here. We want to know that we heard your voice. We looked at what you said in regards to barriers and things that you needed, and we have started the gears rolling. We've also went out to start and launch the website to look for people, and I just randomly had called a few of them, and these are people who go to work by no fault of their own, have now, since COVID, have lesser paying jobs and can't have a livable wage. So we know they'll come to work, and we know that some of them have transportation, some of them don't, and we're working through that. But we've had a lot of things already begin. But what we need from you guys is a commitment, either a commitment or further information that you're interested. So each of you at your table have some cards. And I also have some 3.5 by 5 cards if someone wants to help me, just to accept you. To help to pass them out if you have some questions, and we'd like to answer them. But what we're doing is, Bradley, if you could show, we have our cohort partners on the website, but in return, what we wanted to do is help you with marketing. One of the things that we've done is we've hired Haven Communications, and we also have professional video services through, Jason, I'm going to give you a plug here. Shout out the name. Yeah, okay, because I always mess it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to list your logos on our flyers, on our website, everything, just to put out your companies. And we'll tie in your web address to take people there for interest on that. So we're going to have an employer section, and I think that's a good deal because you're getting marketing from the government, and how often do you get that? So that's what we're giving you in return. We have a webmaster, and Peyton Mills, and she will be put to work on that. So we're passing out those 3.5 by 5 cards if you have questions, and we'll come by and get those, and I'll ask the cohort to come up when we get ready to do that. I do want to say that just like when at the beginning of this meeting, I said that we had a quorum, but no action would be taken, and none will be taken. However, I want you to know that our council members are involved in committee work. With many of you I see here already working on the committee work to get things done, but in order to not invoke the quorum, we have to kind of be, very careful how we do that. But I want you to know that our council members are involved. They're working on initiatives and new boards that were formed under our new mayor and so many things. But it's important to know that under the original effort that you all came out to, which had our former mayor and Mayor Pro Tem, this is just one stepstone onto that. And there'll be other things that we're going to need from y'all. But this, right now, if you have questions, I'd like to know. But you don't have to commit, but if you commit, we're going to ask you for a logo. We're going to ask you to go ahead and let us put you on the website. If you say interest, we're going to follow back up with you and try to get some more information. But I'm hoping that you'll ask questions so that you don't have concerns about what we're doing. All we're doing is we're not replacing, we're not forcing you, but we do want, if we bring people through the process, we get them trained, we find out what you need, we go through all these things, we identify resources for people, we want to make sure that our local people get hired. And that's what we're looking for. So if no one has any questions, if you have questions, and we're going to turn off the filming for the questions and answers. So, and then we'll turn it back on for the closing comments.
Teresa, stay close because I'm going to need your help answering this. The question is, Teresa mentioned we need jobs. As employers, we have jobs, many unfilled jobs. So the question is, how will you connect those ready to work to employers?
So if we know that you're one of our employers, we're working with MonroeWorks to have an identifier that says good jobs, great cities. And on that, it will be a reference that we have went through this process, that we're committed through them. Those are the ones that we're going to send to you. But if we don't know who you are, we have no ability to do that. But we are working with the MonroeWorks and the Centralina workforce, because we have protected data such as Social Security numbers, things like that. But does that answer? I hope that answered your questions. And I love that you have many unfilled jobs. You can keep it rolling. I love that you have many unfilled jobs, because we need many people to get employed. I'm going to give you a story of one of the people that has already came through. He went on our website when it launched. He put his information in, and then he kept calling. I'm going to find someone to talk to, because we weren't ready, because we hadn't met with you yet. We were just collecting to see the interest and that sort of thing. So he found my name, because I'm the project leader. And he said, when are you going to call me? I really need a job. And I explained in the process, and then he started to tell me his situation. And so here's his situation. He is 42 years old, and he has a bachelor's degree from UNCC in marketing. He was a manager at our local Walmart, and during COVID, there were cutbacks. He had to leave his home in Monroe and go to Anson to take care of his aging parents. When they were well through that process, he had to seek other employment. So when he had to work to be able to eat and help support himself, obviously, so he came back to Monroe and found a job in retail for $14 an hour. And he said he can't live on that. He can't pay rent. He can't buy food. So now he's living with his parents. So we're talking about someone who has a degree. And I said, well, maybe we can help you with resources in your field, and maybe we can help you with that. And he said, no, ma'am. I saw that video, and I see what they're doing. And I don't want to do retail anymore. I want to do that. I want to be part of that. That looks great to me, and I want to know what it is, and I want to be part of it. So we have people out here that want to work, and how do we address them? We're hoping this is one additional tool that we're committed to putting resources in that can actually do that for you. That was a great question. Did you write that question? Oh, no. Are there any other questions? You have a question? Thank you, Rob. Okay, who wants to talk about the livable wage range, and what is the local population of citizens not in that range? Thomas, would you like to speak on that?
Actually,
David? David Hollers, Centralina Economic Workforce.
everyone. Livable wage really is the wage that you earn that allows you to, again, be comfortable in for your family situation, for rent, for food, for all that. So again, what you pay in manufacturing is essential to individuals. And I can understand the gentleman who moved from retail wants to move into manufacturing because he knows it's a stable industry. It's a growing industry in our area. And it's where you can earn that livable wage so you can provide for your family. Again, that varies upon family size. You could say X amount is appropriate or X, Y is appropriate, but you've really got to earn the wage that allows that.
Thank you, Teresa. What you see through our MonroeWorks Career Center are opportunities. And again, MonroeWorks.org will connect to those. So again, I encourage everyone who is working with the individuals to have them look at their family situation and see what it's going to take. There's also some things on our ncworks.gov website where you can actually find out about how to look at your family situation and see what you can earn. And that's very helpful when we do the counseling and work counseling with individuals who come into our MonroeWorks Career Centers. Many of them don't know what career path they want to take, and they say, I just need a job. Well, right now, you know you can get a job, but the key thing is how do you get the job that provides the career, that provides that livable wage for your family size? Again, we can connect you with a lot of resources through South Piedmont. Chris mentioned some of their short-term training classes. A lot of opportunities for individuals to get into manufacturing. So Again, use MonroeWorks.org and our NCWorks Career Center to connect to get that information you need to get the livable wage. If we show them information about manufacturers in our community, they'll know that they can earn that working with y'all.
Thank you.
So in Union County, a livable wage for just one adult, 3 children, that individual will need to make $61.69 an hour. 1 adult, 3 children. 2 adults in a household, 1 working, 3 children, $45.76 per hour, $45.76. If you're 2 adults and both are working, 3 children, they will need to make $30.38 per hour. So again, working families are needing to make in that 6+ figure an hour. And again, that's taking things into consideration, like David said, food, rent, utility or mortgage, vehicles, childcare, and medical expenses and things like that. So again, thank you for continuing to assess and increase those wages within your respective companies. But yeah, it's pretty expensive to live, and it's not much better if you're an adult on your own. So for example, 1 adult in the household, no children, that individual for a livable wage will need to be at $24.48 per hour.
So after the roundtable discussions that we had with your first session, some of that came that you have frontline employees making $18, $19 an hour, but they have childcare barriers, various things that keep them from being able to move up the ranks. So that's why we need your input, because we're thinking if we could get people trained that aren't skilled in your areas, get them into those $18, $19 an hour jobs that are making $14 and $9 an hour to improve their life, and then take those people in your $18, $19 an hour jobs, get them the resources that we need, whether it's like Greiner Buyer One, they have a program where they have a group of people that South Piedmont Community College say, well, if you bring this many people, we will do this to train on the machines that you need. And that's the kind of things we're looking for. We're looking to connect people. Now, in regards to how many people are not making livable wage, that is hard to gauge. But what I will tell you, if you go to the qualified census tracts for Monroe, we contain both of the qualified census tracts for low to moderate income persons, and the only city in Union County other than us is Marshville that has a small tract. We also have the only North Carolina Opportunity Zone, and that's, the only one in Union County is in Monroe. So that tells you that we have low to moderate income people here. This initiative, and why we were so excited about it when it was brought forward, is that we got to choose who we wanted to target. And who we wanted to target was the underemployed and long-term unemployed. So we believe that we'll be able to capture those numbers. Hold on just one moment. Mayor?
Yes. So who here has figured out how to manufacture money? Y'all, anybody? Yeah. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, for keeping me in line. No, seriously, we're up here talking about increasing wages. We're talking about good quality jobs, things like that, right? I'm a business owner. In a perfect world, you would go in and, yeah, we want to pay all of our employees because we appreciate them, the hard work that they put in, right? The catch is how do you actually efficiently do that? Well, you actually have to increase efficiency in your business, right? The way that you can increase wages is you do what? You output more. You bring more income in other words, right? Well, that little qualification, I'm in the service industry myself. I own an audio video company. We do a lot of custom work and stuff around the country, and one of the things that I always say is people are undereducated in that field, in that realm, right? Like I have opportunities right now, like many of you do. Y'all have opportunities at this point, I'm sure, some openings that are coming up, things like that. And it sure would be nice to fill those positions, but you can't just go and hire people and then just hope to make things work and increase efficiency. Like that's not how that works. The unique thing here with MonroeWorks and with our partnership, Good Jobs, Great Cities, and partnering up with SPCC is a unique opportunity that I haven't seen before. We don't have it in our industry, where you will actually have a team that will help you build an apprenticeship program to have people who are ready to fill those positions for your manufacturing today. You see, that's how you increase efficiency. So, I know, some of you guys probably swallow a little hard when we talk about, oh, let's just raise wages and stuff like that, right? We don't, it's so much easier said than done. Trust me, I know. But what we're saying here in Monroe is that we want to help you. We want to help you do that. We want to come alongside of you, and we want to help educate our people. When we say that we have a pool, we want to put together a pool of people for you. Part of being that partner with us is that you're filling out that information, okay, so that we know what's coming for you later. And if we know, maybe we can help you build a program. Maybe we can help already start, filtering out some of those people so that when that time comes, you're ready and so are we, okay? So I just wanted to say that also as a business owner, I understand a lot of that. It's kind of hard to just say, hey, I want to, yes, I want to give everybody more money, like, right? We all do. We want to all make more money, everybody in here, right? But we know what inflation is, and we know how this economy is right now. It's not that easy. So you got to be able to output more. You have to bring more money back into your business. And that's what we're telling you we want to help you do. I've not seen a program like this before. I've not seen where a college is literally coming alongside manufacturers and employers and saying, let us help you. Let us help build a program specifically for you. Like, that's unique. I don't know anywhere else where that's happening, at least on this level, where the president and the vice president, where the dean and all the high school principal, the middle school principal, where they're all on board with this. So I just wanted to articulate that and kind of help clarify a little bit too.
That's wonderful. I do want to say that it doesn't have to be certified apprenticeship programs, although we have resources that we can align for you to do that. It can just be in-house programs. We just want to get people to work, and we want to work with you to make that happen. It may be you have a pool of people that need daycare, and we need to figure out how we can get night shift daycare, things like that. So that's what we really are interested in, van pooling, whatever it is that you have to go. Ron, did you want to add something?
I do not.
Oh, okay. I thought you were raising your hand a moment ago. Or you were telling me the mayor wanted me. All right. Do we have any other questions? So we have no questions. So that means now the action is on your side if no one else has anything else to say. And that is in regards to these cards. We want you to be part of something. You said that this was the first time government had reached out to be interested in what you were doing. So we want to further engage because we can't guess at what you're doing. And but we know you have good jobs. And when I said the 18, 19, yes, I've been nosy. I went and looked at what your entry-level jobs were, and then based on your feedback at the round tables, what you were paying those mid-level people. So that's kind of where I shot that. But if you fall a little below or above, that's okay too. But good questions, a lot of great input. Now, I'm hoping that you'll at least have an interest. So, because if you want me to call you back personally and talk to you about your interest, put it on interest. If you want a commitment, we'll come back and reconvene with those that are committed and work on those that are interested to find out how we can do that. Because we have people that want to work, and it's filling up, but what we don't have is a commitment for jobs. And we're not saying hire everyone we send to you. We're just asking that it be a reference point and that you commit if we send people to you, and we're going to work through those people and work on those as our models to be able to plug our resources. So thank you so much. I'm going to ask the mayor to come up and just thank you for coming, but be sure to fill out this card, and please get some more food if you'd like. If you haven't eaten, please eat, and get you some more to drink. And you want to do that? Okay. Here, I'll go get it. You want me to get it for you? Oh, okay. Okay, so he wanted me to sing earlier, and what song would you like for me to lead you in? I'm kidding. So we do have something special. We do have the cohort, and it was the original cohort. It was an idea that our city manager, Mark Watson, and our former mayor, Marion Holloway, had come up with. And when we went up to Washington, they fell in love with him, and they called him the mayor's mayor. And he asked, can I continue to be part of this work? And we love him too. And so I'm going to ask him to step up here if he doesn't mind. We have something, Peyton, if you'll get a picture of the mayor doing that. Thank you.
I'd like to present this. Here, I'll switch over here on this side. I'd like to present this to Marion Holloway. Here you go. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. This is a plaque here honoring him as this honorary City of Monroe Good Jobs, Great Cities Strategic Management Cohort member. Marion, we appreciate everything you've done to get this started, and your legacy lives on, man.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. And thank all of you for your support, because this is not a game changer, it's a generation changer. So we just thank you for your support. I thank the former council and, of course, the existing council and staff for their hard work. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. We are all thankful and grateful that you came here today to eat my breakfast. Okay, I worked really hard over the eggs and the sausage and bacon. I would like to welcome Councilwoman Saluda Anthony up here to actually give us our closing remarks.
You've heard a lot of information, because this is a big deal. I will reiterate, we were one of 16 cities in the United States out of 250, so give us a hand for even the application. Now, you've got a lot of information, really? So here's the test. I'm joking, it's no test. But what I do want to say, that we have one common denominator, and that is people. That's the one thing that will make this work. And you've shown interest simply by coming out at 7:15 in the morning. Now we're hoping for a commitment. But if you just stop and think, we are affecting the quality of life. It's life-changing. So maybe that would be the impetus you need to go ahead and commit, because we're going to do it together. Thank you for your partnership, and thank you for coming.